Obusuani komo our channel so how say AGH Politics Avenue. Podcast was training because make headlines na jembre na edibi exomo ni dem ya ho braxie mo mesra say yanko political highways ni. Na June 4th wi na asiedum ketia enya access of platform so na nin kasa ya na wakanyina no na it was based on a election violence impo a spot take say Sam George NPP talks be etimi ahete no suma enya asem koto akra na sansem we say ina wogina so a omo ede kase sa nipa kunkuma omo ehwire omo nkwa Ghana fo a omo ehwire omo nkwa ene nipa kunkuma ekoso abra ye beto aba wa Ghana ha sei no yenye hyehyeye pa yemfe ye nancy form na eto nye de entwa we say NK Obrempon enso asoma o kire se oma di sa nipa bonesem nyina hwehwehwe Sam George asum ni wo mo mekeke kankunkum wo mu oma innocent people kukun wo mu basabasa ni nyina no atentere ni ntimi nya adwuma wo mai mu mesra wo say mo nransem ni
Kwakufa de ni condolence because see a bagana krom ha tachima insult ha e boni petuoku no ti se ne ye bo abo atuo wanka wo hweda ehun ahia ne da because eno no mo yei de bebetina to me so I second what the party chairman is saying kwan bia so IGP Christian Tete you know was how do nasi from the perpetrators of that act womu bo ni petuoku wom ye beto aba bo ni petuo under the NPP pe and a city member of parliament ye born so to okromo a violation ya bonasum a city member of parliament not party tax bono live on camera and bapemone nanda kokufo ntimi ankasa ntiada alaji ba omi ntimi ankasa ntiada enai will be a normal member of the NPP kura eka ensemwa ehontie ensemwa ebon ensemwa egunipa hofi ni yakofa ne so onyi na no a na bi ababegina o say oh this is way ye tete ni profa hodie so human rights violation na wakasa ya boss city member of parliament asum Sam George our violation city member of parliament because you dimochia the 47th anniversary course no penifo ekopia se yedi kiabo the vice president of the Republic of Ghana Professor Jane Nano Pokuajima nsem odi tudwa no se si ayenko chairman of the NDC party General Johnson Esiedu Enketia wono so nsem a wode to ho wo bra June 4th 47th anniversary ekoso na wo mo celebrate Saturday yen hwe ne mre bebeto adwumadi ne so
nipa a womutimi hihye ka bi mamika bia mamu na ejina ne naso no ense womu ye nipa a womu mpa sisie womu pepere yo womu na kan ye hu bom se ye democracy wo man mu a democracy no etimi konanim na mom democracy no enya de a yekoto no store ne de abesi o man mu santan se afa democracy no emeso timamufo no na nsesa womu na womu ntimi enane fair-minded people. And the Kwakosia and say democracy is built by democratic and fair-minded citizens. It is not democracy that creates democratic and fair-minded people. June 19th Asia and also Yabeche Moakoyanim. Na Masamu Amedi Chato. And say yenina yenim say amamu ani etimu na enye papa enti yenina ye kan ye ho bomu say ye kone atu abamone afiri ho ye course akonumu no ebinumu de omo nkwa eba afode ansana yetimi asesa aban sa nipa no ebe nipa nwotwe a womo hwere womo nkwa wo bra na ye to aba na ya abato nhyehyɛ ni asesa amamuo no ama democracy ama President Mahama waba abɛyɛ president na ya control parliament say wɔn hwere wɔn nkwa na Ghana ni bia ye ne pese ye kɔto aba pupo bia mam basabasa bia emam etimi de mesra ka se si ebetimi anya saa botae no de a na wo se de wadi bɔne asti atwa na so na ye ka se ye to abawie na nipa ya kunkum wo mo abato no mu nipa aprapra yema etuo nkɔtwere baabi atwere a etuo no bɛtwere hwa emfie nan ahwa na tuo no asan asɔre na mmom sɛ obi di bɔne na onim sɛ emra wɔ hɔ a yɛde nipa no bɛfa so a kyerɛ bi sɛ abato duru so ana bibi duru so ɔmo adwuma bi duru so na bibi ya no sɛ onkodi bɔne onyina so fa ne kunim a na dwen mu bɛtwe no sɛ mekoya kyerɛ asɛm bi besi na yɛkae sɛ yɛto aba wie a bibia nkɔtwere baabi atwere de a ɛne abato bɛduru so a ayamhyehyeɛ nko a na de bɛba ne ka den na yɛahwɛ yi a obi a yɛko ne nua no na bibia nsi a ɛmpɛ na no bɛso no ɔno nso bɛyɛ na dwen sɛ abatoɔ berɛ ɛne ɛtumi kum nipa fa ɛho didi a ɔno nso ma ne tuo so a ahwɛ a no aka sɛ ɔkɔdi bɔne enti mɛgyina ɛnna adwumadie so masɛm a meka nyinaa ne sɛ yɛde nkra ɛkɔma IGP ɛne na polisifoɔ sɛ yɛate sɛ President Mahama wama wɔn mo order sɛ nipa nso a yɛkunkum wɔn mo wɔ abato no mu no yɛnhwehwɛm na deɛ asotwe fata no yɛmfa nkɔ gyina mmerɛnim bɛsi nɛ yɛnte ho hwee na yɛn adwumadie yi megye di sɛ yɛnua Silas ɛwɔ ha nkɔwɔ adwumadie yi ase Silas wɔbi kyɛmɛ na yɛku no wɔ saabie no bɛsi nɛ yɛnte ho hwee yɛtwa yɛ IGP kaburo no bɛboa kaburo no yɛtwɛn menua Tajudeen Alasan ɛne Abdallah Ayarik wɔn nso fi Tachiman Saf ɛno nso abatoɔ mu yɛtwɛn tuo bobɔ wɔn peepeepe yɛn nyinaa hu no wɔ video so ɛno nso yɛ papa IGP president say yɛn hwehwɛmu na famu aebra yɛn nyina so ntu anamɔ yɛn nua Shaibu Haruna ɔno nso tɔlɔn yɛde abatoɔ ɛkɔ collation center efiri Nyankwala ɛno nso etutuo fa aka mu ɛne kuu no ɛno nso yɛsi polisi hwehwɛm na nipa a wɔde bɔne yɛn famra yɛnte ho hwee besi nnɛ na no mekɔ esire mu kura no na busuafoɔ ne partyfoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ yɛ demonstration sɛ yɛpɛ justice ɛde ama saa aberante no yɛbɛsrɛ IGP ho yɛ akyɛ Abbas Ibrahim a ɔno nso firi Ablikuma Central ɔno nso yakunu ebesi nnɛ ɛntɛhwee Kasoa ɛno nso yɛkuro bi wɔ hɔ yɛntɛ ho hwee enti deɛ mesrɛ ɛsɛ strengthening of state institutions gyidie bɛba mu a na gyina kwan a state institution no so ɛfa so yɛ n'adwuma enti mesrɛ sɛ polisi adwuma no wɔn nyina wɔn nan so nyɛ wɔn adwuma na gyidie mfiri mu ɛma na Ghanafoɔ hunu sɛ wodi bɔne na polisi ba obɛdwane afiri hɔ ɛno nti abusuafoɔ enemy masama me de ba nyina ne se mo nyina ba bia wo bia kan ye ho niema pressure said the beya saa nipa kunkuma yiku wo mo abato mu no eto bitwa if we say electoral violence as I say eto twa ewo president Mahama na breso ododo diodio yekumbisa enti etimi ka say obo obi ani so ewo da foforo bia ye che okotum abato duru so na obo obi ani so de anu afa ho adi ye no saa omai enkoyie madam nyina ase ye mamu nyina finshapa
of the NDC Johnson said in Ketia ano no so enei the 47th anniversary June 4th okopie mu na ne nsema hodo de tudwa 7 de wa bia mu yata wa kirem a wo hwe se wo bi biara wadi bone wo bi biara especially ye to aba na ye de akire amanyoko ko ye pese o medi o man bi so na bi fa kwambone so ebubu ebumutuoku wom touch my south said that bunkotodwe epometio boni party se de sabi obofo enam wuram no hwa bobi ko 2020. This happened under the leadership of the former president Nana Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia. Woman kan wo hwe woman nya wo hwe asisi eti obi konsukunu America na nado da I was uncle Saj Media na sia fifi abi kweti the general secretary of the ruling National Democratic Congress NDC one also copy adwumadi na sibi na wodi nanu disem etuga yentie ne mrento adwumadi ne so.
This nation is also blessed because we happen to be the nation that exactly is at the very center of the planet. The nation where the 0-degree meridian, what we call the Greenwich meridian, passes, and it passes through Tema, and the places that connect with the zero equator. And so exactly the very center of this planet. That is what this country is. There is something special about us. Not because we are special people, but because the creator of heaven and earth chose that this land will be a place where something great will happen, not just for Africa, but for the world. We won independence in 1957, and 22 years exactly after that, 1979, on June 4, something happened. It actually started 20 days earlier on May 15th. And what happened on May 15th that led to June 4 was clearly not an accident. And the very fact that it took 22 years after independence for that to happen itself again is significant. Because the gentleman that led that process on the day was also born exactly on 22nd of June. So there's something significant that happened 22 years after our independence. That happened because this nation that was blessed, a nation that was destined to bless the world, was drifting into darkness. Selfishness, greed had taken over completely. Leadership had been reduced to nothing but just me, me, me. It's all about me. How to orchestrate, how to cheat, how to lie, how to exploit. That's what leadership became. And when leaders become that corrupt, become that selfish and that greedy, it affects the whole nation. So all over the country, what you saw was nothing but a country engulfed in indiscipline, in selfishness, and greed. And one man was chosen. And this man, right from his childhood, was a man who believed in justice. A man who hated greed, who hated lying, who hated exploitation, who cannot stand people being cheated, who had the conscience to fight for his country and his nation. And God used him to do something, to set a flame. And that beautiful flame that is blazing there is simply a signal of the fact that a nation blessed was being taken down and something needed to happen to set out on that motion. That process that started on June 4, 1979, actually is exactly the foundation that has led us to this democracy we see today. This democracy that has become enduring today. Again, it came through the instrument of that one man. That one man, after May 15th, when he was literally on the point of being killed, executed. Because according to what he had done, he had to be court-martialed, which was treason. So he, together with the 6 others who were with him, was supposed really to be executed. He stood bold, confident, and said he was prepared to die. Why? Because what he was fighting for was not about himself, was not about his young daughter who was just 1 year old, Zanette Rawlings, was not about his immediate family, was not about his friends. It was about a country of millions of people that needed to see hope, that needed to see a leadership of truth and selflessness. He was prepared to die. And those who are prepared to die for what they believe are those who truly are worthy to be leaders. You cannot be a leader if you are not prepared to die for your conviction. And that's why I want to say that because of how blessed this country is and the destiny that is ahead of this country, it is important for us, especially at the National Democratic Congress, to appreciate that this party did not come as a result of orchestration. This party was not born because one individual was desperate to scheme his way to leadership. This party was born because an individual has fire in his belly, his conscience pricking, and the fight for his country, the truth that people should be liberated, that fire that blazed in his heart, that was the beginning of this party. And we've been blessed. Apart from he emerging naturally, the leaders that have followed him so far in Prof. Mills, natural emergence, no orchestration, no manipulation, no passing corners, trying to deceive his way into leadership. No. He actually was not even interested in leadership. He had to be approached 3 different times to even accept the position of vice president. That is the spirit of the NDC. That is the spirit that came from June 4. No selfishness, not greed, but a desire to serve because that is what is, that when the time comes. The same for John Mahama. He also ran away literally from the leadership. It took a lot of effort to convince him to become vice president. Now when you see people who say we don't want the leadership, those are genuine leaders. When people show too much greed, too much desperation for leadership, they are not real leaders. That's what we saw in Akufo-Addo. That's what we saw in Bawumia. And that has led to the cases that have followed this country between the 8 years that they've been here. Because you are desperate, you lead the country into shame, into regret. So my plea to all people who are aspiring for leadership of our country, especially at the NDC, cut out the desperation, cut out the selfishness, cut out the thinking that this is about you. You must orchestrate left, right, and center. No. As Comrade Shangabe said, leaders in this party emerge. Because this country needs leaders who truly just love the country, not themselves. Not people who are desperate and must be a leader by all means. No. Because such desperation only leads to a nation going down. The destiny of our country is at stake. That fire that is blazing must continue to blaze. Because what we have seen so far, we calling it great under the reset, I believe is just a tip of the iceberg. The real transformation of the country is about to begin. The real progress and transformation is on the way. That is why those who aspire for leadership must have this bigger vision and stop the pettiness and stop the selfishness and stop the greed and the thinking that it's just about me. That will not be a blessing. John 4 brought us something. In spite of the pain, in spite of the difficulty, which happens. Even when Jesus entered into the temple,
we ain't some who team course watching on so I'm not so Jim Rewa, that's an so wide in the Dumbi Domania, yeah? You best saying awesome.